Welcome, welcome. I am Insurgent Rat, and this is Aurora 4X. I actually just did some reading before recording this episode to sort out my confusion over ship classes, and an absolute kind of layperson summary. Battleships are big, boomy things. Battle cruisers are faster, lighter armored, boomy things designed to avoid the big, boomy things, but still boom other things. Then you have cruisers, which are like large, sort of multi-purpose, but smaller than either of the aforementioned. Destroyers, which escort things like cruisers and battleships and defend them from submarines and shorter ranged, powerful, fast ships. Frigates have been a lot of things, but now just seem to be kind of general purpose, small, shoot, doesn't operate on its own kind of things. And then you have corvettes, which are like tiny, they just have a few guns and they're used as like, in naval terms, like coastal patrol boats and stuff. So with that in mind, we could call the chomper a cruiser, but given that it's actually pretty particular, we might call it a destroyer. And the grabber, we could leave as a frigate, because that's sort of what it is. And that leaves us room for having corvettes later on, which we probably will. And we'll also have smaller things than corvettes, assuming we don't die well before our time. All right, so we're waiting for this guy to get back. We'll scrap it. So we open up my event log and let's just keep going. Because we can't retool anything. Shipyard modified. Bull at shipyard. Got a... What even happened? It added a slipway, I think? Yes. It did add a slipway. Fantastic. Okay, so... you're all good. Are you building... You are building a Whisker Mark III. I don't think we'll need more than 2. Realistically. Will we? Probably not. So let us begin retooling to the... I think that's like tender jump. TT is true transport, right? Or like transport jump. I guess that might make sense. It's like it transports other things. So you are going to retool to... Well, it's pretty expensive and it's going to take a while. Why don't we just... We'll churn out one more of these, which we can, because now we have the extra slipway. Yeah, and that'll be finished approximately the right time, and then we'll retool. So, not sure if I mentioned, but retooling, it includes like a finish up whatever you were doing. Okay, so we're going to retool to the Mary Douglas. Carrying on. Still stomping out unrest on the Mon. We should get a proper military. In fact, our ships will provide some, so as long as they're just kind of in here, that'll stop a bit of the order spam, although it's not... no, it is... Right, that was just a timing thing, because this is happening later in the day. Survey Bravo finishes orders, which means that we can now melt Survey Bravo. Who's doing what? I mean, you're free, so you can just scrap. I assume you have to be able to, like, you have to be bigger than the ship you're scrapping. There we go. Yep, scrap the Whisker. Cool. I mean, we're not really getting very much back from these ships, but we may as well scrap them. Just save them floating around. We're not going to use them. They are a bit bad. The design was a bit frustrating to use, what with the short operational time and the constant refueling. We have finished making our missiles. So we have 36. Why did I choose 36? Oh, because I was probably trying to time this out very well. So what did we decide? It was 25 per thing, so we need 100. So 100 less 36 is 64. 64. Okay, let's make 64 more. Ordnance. Missiles, and let's make 64 with 50% capacity, and we'll create. Nobody's said anything yet, although I'm not sure how many people are up to this, so I think that my optimization of this missile to be a kind of weird size but increase its chance to hit isn't like obviously stupid. Fingers crossed. Oh, somebody left a comment actually about tour length and something, so I should probably refresh my mind and determine whether that was, you know, like a really important thing to do. Just checking some backlog because we churned away for quite a while there. We finished our anti-ship missiles, and we also got a new scientist, xenology. Xenology? Xenology. Xenology. Semantic satiation just happened. Okay. We are going to... So, how many do we have? 210, and we need 600, so... 390? I mean, they're not very expensive. Number of items... 390. Yeah, I mean, they're cheap as hell. All the stuff they use is stuff we've got heaps of. Oh, fuel. Yeah, we should probably amp up our fuel production, actually. We got a bit of a stockpile, but if we start doing more stuff... Do civvies use your fuel? I don't actually know. Probably not. I think, like, alien, like, non-player races just don't use, like, fuel and maintenance and stuff. Like, it's all abstracted. I think they still do some of the things, but, you know, it's really hard to make an AI that can compete with humans that, also has to play by the same rules. I mean, it's why almost all real-time strategy and turn-based strategy AIs just cheat. It's really, really hard. Although, hopefully changing soon now with, you know, machine learning and stuff getting a bit more feasible to do. You know, we've got stuff like that Alpha Star or whatever that plays StarCraft, which is tremendously awesome. Like, if you look at it, it's still a little... I mean, it's incredibly good. It's still, last time I checked, had a few problems where you could kind of get it stuck in a behavior loop, but then again, I guess that happens to people too sometimes when they get frustrated. We scrapped a ship. Yep, so got some stuff. We recovered something. Oh, you recover fuel when you scrap. That might be important, actually. Okay. We should probably check our assignments soonish. Maybe next time there's a whole like officer purge. We will check our assignments and just make sure that we got civilian administrators and stuff in the right places. Oh, a lot uneventful happening. Okay, just launched some more colony ships, the civilians did. And how are we going? Yep, still going. How many automated mines do we have? 10. We could start shipping them over. I mean... Like, realistically, the best mining is probably still on Earth for just about everything, but I don't want to deplete this too fast. Like, it doesn't matter, kind of air quotes around matter, because it's just stockpiled, but my ability to think about stuff, it's easier to think in terms of, like, flow than absolute numbers, I think. Like, if your stockpiles are going down, you're like, damn, I need to mine more. If they're going up, then you're like, cool, everything's peachy. So why don't we... I'll get the right tab eventually. Just supply. I think we set up some demand somewhere, so we'll just supply 10 automated mines. Give the civilians something to do. Hopefully, I think they have a little freighter fleet somewhere. They have quite a few ships. I suppose I could check shipping lines. A lot of colony ships, and I think I think these are freighters. They're certainly huge, and yeah, I think so. Oh, is that like zooming or something? Do things, and that's why it's going away. Let's just check the Hill L2. They're carrying colonists. Well, whatever. Small dividend amount. I guess because you don't have mining colonies. Why haven't you set up any mining colonies yet? Do I need to start mining another... Or, okay, well, we'll just keep going. Oh, actually, pardon me, sorry. Oh no, it just paused because they launched the ship. And it paused here too. So they just launched another freighter. Yeah, large F2 is a freighter. Are we taking those things over? I think we were taking them to Wild. Yeah, 10 auto mines. Cool, it shows you here. And yeah, it's all over. I think we were requesting a total of like 50 here, which will bring that down to somewhat reasonable times to deplete. And yeah, this is actually good. Macassium, something that we do want to stockpile. And that is better mining than Earth, actually. What is Wild? Sounds like a comet. I guess it's probably pretty close in. Where are you, Wild? No idea. Okay. Oh, there we go. Mineral pack. Yeah, shoot, mineral packets in. Okay. Shipyards are all still busy, yeah. They're wrapping up. Building these. Anything else going on? Do you think so? Research churning away. So another year and a bit. That'll help us out. And then I think we're going to start going into terraforming. And so I read something. I was reading a bit about terraforming on the wiki, and so you can like build installations and then like set up a kind of primitive colony with infrastructure there, and they work the installations that you've moved over. It's expensive and time consuming, and then you know, they terraform the planet and eventually they don't need the domes, and that's pretty cool. You can also put terraforming modules on ships and they just kind of go out, park in orbit and terraform, and that's also pretty cool, but obviously you need to use shipyard time. But the other thing, so this is so cool to me. If I can find where it is, might be in logistics. Right, so orbital habitat modules just hold a bunch of people, and you can put ship components on them, but then they get built by planet-based infantry, and they can be huge because of that. So you can have like one of these with like 20, even more, terraforming modules. Now, you don't usually put engines on these, and instead you build a tug, which is like a ship with a tractor beam, which is probably in this list. Yeah, and that's basically just engines and a tractor beam. And you pull it around the planet you want to terraform. And I think that's so cool. Just imagine all these little rats up in this space dome, looking down on the planet, slowly, like, you know, ice caps melting and stuff. Oh, so cool. So that's definitely how I'm going to do things. And I think that's probably going to be the most versatile. All right, slipway added to Perkins Pritchard. So you need to, this is why I make notes. You need to add 3,000, which is what you will do right now. So 2 slipways, and yeah, can't do it nicely. A bit confusing that there's not just like a custom amount. Anyway, it's going to take a while. Yeah, it is going to take a while to launch this fleet. Well, that's okay. That's okay, because we have quite a while, I suppose. I mean, we're not under time pressure. Alright, Ball Shipyard has... So, got the Mary Douglas ready. I don't think we want to build a huge number of these, because we still have to maintain them. And because we have to maintain them... we need to have enough maintenance facilities on Space Earth. So what is that? Okay, so Mary Douglas. I'm not seeing any of this annual failure rate stuff, so I assume that the fact that the Mary Douglas is a commercial vessel is just going to magically maintain it, even though it's a military jump drive. Cool. However, the radar dish is 10,000, so that's our largest, and this is how many maintenance facilities we need to have on Space Earth. Ideally before we launch these ships, or they'll just kind of break down and that'll be sad. So we can maintain 2,000 Each facility was how much? Tooltip would be lovely here. Maintenance facilities. Each one provides 200 tons of capacity, so we need 5 times 4, 20 more. Okay. May as well queue it up. Ooh, very expensive. This is gonna go sort of faster and faster, but we can delay the auto mines, but we really need to get these churning out. I don't want to delay the, yeah, that won't take too long to finish anyway. It'll finish well before the ships. I don't want to delay this because this makes everything else go faster, you know? Exponential growth is good growth. Okay. Hey, we finished the Whisker Mark 3002. And we should fix ship organization. Survey Alpha, so we're gonna need to make another branch. And you will be survey or serve Charlie. So Alpha gets add ships, yep, and Bravo gets that one. And we won't make our own task groups yet. We'll do that when they can just sit in here until they're ready to be sent out, so we don't accidentally do something dumb with them. Cool. So we should have one more getting minted quite shortly. Oh, I do wish this game was open source. I mean, it would be very easy. Well, maybe depending on how much of a mess it is. You know, to just add a few little things from, like, you could source other people's frustrations with the interface to improve it, you know, and just have like a quick summary of everything that's going on or something. Sort of Stellaris style, you know, they have that info bar and it's really nice. Paradox are actually really good at UIs. I wonder if they've given any talks on exactly what they do. UIs are often really neglected, I suppose, except in games. New shipping line. Ooh, Cameron Transport. Cameron Transport. So you have low monies, so we will give you more monies. So hopefully you can kind of keep going. I think we want multiple lines. I don't know why we don't have any civilian mining colonies. Is there just nothing worth mining? Or is it because we don't have any like shortages and we've already set up colonies on everything that's got uranium or something? I might Google after I finish recording this and see why that's happening. Because in my own little private game, they started civilian mining colonies. Like, they were kicking my ass at getting colonies going. All right. Oh no. We're scientist Joseph Winter. Oh, you're kind of useless. Yeah, well, you can get sick. Go retire, Joseph Winter. You have done nothing useful in your life and will not be missed. Hey, 2,000 tons added to a shipyard, which was the Glover and Khan. Yep, you're sitting idle. We can actually make a Mary Douglas, and we should. We might want to make like a couple, but we'll just start with one. That's an expensive ship. This is going to take a long time to build. Yeah, like a whole year. Yikes. Alright. Why won't you... Don't you have 2 slipways? Oh, you're scrapping... No, right, yeah, you're finishing up the other one. You need to add another 1,000 tons. Oh boy. Oh, this is so bad. And we should probably finish another couple more BD papers, because otherwise grab serving is going to take ages, and they're not that expensive. So yeah, just make 2 more. Because we're going to retool after this, and that's going to take a while and plenty of time to get them finished up. And I think it'll be a while before we redeploy. You know, we redesign and deploy a kind of nicer grab survey ship, because it's just not that important to get it done super fast, I think. You know, as long as they have the range, they'll just do it eventually. It's not like geo-surveying, where we really care that, you know, we discover stuff. We keep pace with our industry. Like geo-survey is the bottleneck, not discovering new systems. And terraforming will be the bottleneck, not, you know, finding new planets. Hey, we finally have a civilian mining colony, and you're on Pluto. Neat. So, group by function. Oh, we can hide civilian mining colonies. What have you got? Okay, 2 civ mines. Each civ mine is 10. Maybe. Okay, yeah, so we weren't gonna mine this. Geranium's good. We might want to buy this. I mean, we have plenty of money. So for now, we will purchase the mineral output just for a little while. I mean, we probably don't want to, but we could use some extra geranium, and that's got quite a good output. So yeah, we'll keep going. Cool. Yay, finally it's happening. I don't think the civilian, I think I'm not sure, do they get like yeeted at you, or do they like transport them manually, or they just sort of magically teleport into your coffers? Another civilian mining colony. Hopefully these aren't like great places to mine that I've just kind of ignored. No, you're rubbish. But yeah, it seems like they're really going after geranium, which is, you know, what I'm short on. Actually, wow, potassium and uranium. Yeah, we're gonna buy you 2. How did I miss that one? I guess it's like below my sort of threshold of stuff I care about. You know, we have a lot of money. This is one of the problems that's actually going to be fixed in C#, is that if you do a conventional start, like you end up amassing a huge amount of wealth because you just sit there doing nothing with no expenses for a long time. Ever onwards, the space rats march into the future. And stuff I don't care about, launching colony ships. How is the moon going? I hope they're covering their own population. Cool, Whisker Mark 3. Alright. Yeah, 50 million. Man, we're almost right, 800 million, so space rats breed kind of slowly, really, but I mean, compared to, at least, Radis, but this is what, like Radis spacicus or something. How would you say like space in Latin? Not like empty space, but like the void. Yeah, cool. And are you more or less keeping pace with your infrastructure? Yeah, you are. How are we doing production-wise? Neat. What do you make here, really? A lot of entertainment products. I suppose there's not really parks to play in or anything. So you want to keep yourself entertained. And everything else is just kind of standard staying alive on the moon thing, except, are you like skinning your dead? That's horrifying. Why would furs be a trade good? I mean, seriously, like fur is barbaric. Why would you have a separate category for it? Like nobody in the future is going to be using fur. That's so bizarre. Weird. Okay. What was I doing? Ship construction. Ah, that was good. So, fleet design, naval organization, and Charlie, you get out of there. And we may as well, I guess, now that they're all done. So, create a task group is the ship. Nope, that's not what I want. Yes. That's what we want. Serve alpha. Light shipping alpha number 2. Don't know why. you have that. Shipyard. And then we'll just move this one to avoid deleting the shipyard task group, which would be a shame. It's probably going to be a right pain actually to set it up on like different planets with shipyards. I mean, if we want to decentralize shipyards, you are Survey Bravo. Dunk. Which preserves that. Cool. All right. Let's keep going. Man, nobody will be. Whatever. They're space fares, okay. I said we would look at assignments with the next officer purge, so we'll just wait for the game to run into something. So officers are probably all totally fine. If we look at staff officers, yeah, it's all chill. We probably want to get a sector command up, actually. That's like, lets you spread a particularly good officer's bonus across like multiple colonies. But we wanted to look at civilian colonies, which we will civilian administrators, populations, and sectors. So the MUN, mines and makes stuff and grows, I guess. Do we have somebody better? So we want to mine, and we want to. Don't really care about factory. Yeah, Aaron, who is governor of Space Earth, with your factory and mining, and Oliver Reed is the moon. Okay. Well, we will keep doing that. Oh, that's what the guy said. Commenter something or other said that civilians ignore tour length. Which I think is why our administrators are hanging around. So when they disappeared, it must have been because they like died or something. Oh, a lot of things just finished. We got a BD people and anti-ship missiles and yeah, a space liner. So we'll just modify this to 100. After that's done, we'll probably make a few more because it would be good to have a little stockpile, you know, some extra ones. But I think we might try to obsolete these before we, you know, really do any big military ventures because they're not very good. We would like better warheads, I think, and certainly better agility. And probably better everything, really. And the other thing was shipyards. There should be another BDP per about to finish. Why did you take longer to make? Oh, did one of you get like materials from a stockpile? You did. You got the engines. That's really cool. Just sort of happens nicely and automatically. All right. You're turning away. You put another 1,000 to add after that. We are building a Mary Douglas and a BDP per. Everything can carry on. I'll sort out the naval organization from the for the grav survey ships off camera because it's not gripping. I'll probably just show it just in case anybody really cares. New mining colony on Wolf Harrington. I thought we flagged that as something we wanted to mine. What? 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 How did I not flag that one? Where are there more comments, by the way? Nope. How did I not flag that one? I think we can like set up our own mining colony. It's just a bit like silly. I should. I should probably just go and check because anything with stuff like this is great. This is everything we want at this point in the game. Even Sorium, well, it doesn't have corundium. Yeah, we should definitely tag everything with Coronium. So let's go this one, yeah. Corundium. Second mineral. Well, it doesn't really matter. You're pretty small. Don't really care. Psyche. Who is she? Greek goddess of something? Or some... The moon around something, I think. Well, you're neat. Yeah, I like you. So we will set up a colony on you. Oh, it's like, wow, that's really good. No. I prefer to let civilians mine inefficient things. I don't know if I'm just being petty. Potassium. We definitely did have a colony. Do they just ignore it if I haven't done anything? I suppose I could just go back and look at my logs and yeah, that's cool. We can share. But we're buying all that stuff. Our wealth is still fine. We could even stand to go down for a bit. We'll cancel it later. As we actually have priorities in terms of what to spend our money on, we'll maybe filter out some of these. But for now, just getting more minerals generically is good. And, it'll put money in the civilian economy, which will make them make more stuff. All right. Another civilian, Pluto expanding. That's cool. Civilian administrator that we don't care about, who's just good at shipbuilding. Might be kind of interesting to have like a forge world, 1,000 tons added to Khan and Glover. Let's have a look. And you are now big enough to retool to a huge mistake. The radar dish. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, that's so expensive. Like, what does our stockpile even look like? It's like 7% of our... Oh no. Oh, it's so painful. Whatever. Well, we might make a couple just while it's here, even though it's a garbage ship, to save costs on that retooling. I suppose I'll just wait till I'm going to switch away, actually. And then, if I'm like, oh, I'm going to switch away to build other things, and I don't have a plan for replacing the radar dish, I will just build another one. Size 1 anti-missile missiles finished. So we don't really need to build anything else ordnance-wise. We'll just get a 50% more, so 350. No, actually, no. We'll just sit on it. We don't need to spend it. Maybe I'll regret that. Hey, and we finally finished construction rate, which is a huge increase in our ability to make things. We now get to choose. Whoops, I was in the right screen. New research. So that's industry, and that's colony summary. Right, so let's just switch up these tabs. What are some of these? Fighters, combat overview, task forces. What the hell is a task force? I guess I'll learn at some point. It sounds kind of like a team, but maybe for something else. So we have some labs, which we need to build more of. I've kind of just been coasting on the fact that I set myself up with 10, so the gameplay wouldn't be phenomenally slow. I think by default it's like you start with 1, so good luck trying to entertain anybody. I said we were going to do terraforming, and indeed we are. So terraforming module, Sam Holloway. We will queue that up, and we will queue that. And that'll be fine. Genome sequence, I think that lets you make new species. It's pretty bare bones compared to a few other games, but it just sort of tweaks their... if we look at our thing, there was a screen somewhere here that's like your race, right? Yeah, maybe. We have these things, and making a race lets you tweak these things. I'm not so sure about like breed rate and stuff, but maybe. So useful if you want to settle on planets that are, you know, appealing, but otherwise would be a pain or impossible to terraform into something suitable. All right. Oh, we're almost at an exciting point. So we'll just carry on for a little bit. Oh, a missile and kinetic weapon scientist. Always good to have one. I think we already got one, but a spare is nice. Expanding civilian mining colonies. All good. Wow, the civilians are really getting busy making ships. I suppose they're getting some, like they feel good about the future now they've got some mining colonies. All right. Not much happening right now. The calm before the storm, perhaps. Calm before GG. I don't know. I'm really quite nervous that we're just gonna poke our head into some system and something horrifying that, you know, understands the game better than I do and out-text me will pop up and just be like, okay, you're all gonna die now. All right. Hey, so we finished maintenance facilities. Let's just double check that we are indeed capable of maintaining. No. Am I an idiot? I could be. Highly likely. What did we do? 200 times 20. Yeah, that's only 4,000. I am an idiot. That's cool. Didn't actually waste anything. We will just do another 20. Whoops. Great. There we go. Not too long. 20th of November next year. And what about you? Oh, your age is off. Yeah, that's fine. But just worried about a ship getting built and then just having to sit around without maintenance and being sad and rusting and I don't know, possibly creating a bunch of problems. I don't really know what happens. Like if a ship just sort of rusts, like components fail, its engines just give out or something. If it's around a planet and then you get the maintenance capacity, does it automatically get restored? Does it use resources? I don't really know. Oh, other missiles and kinetic weapons. I think RNGesus is trying to tell me that I am not prepared. 2007 JH43, I think that was another one that we wanted to mine. Civilian mining colony, which hasn't showed up here, probably because I did not close the window. Yep. What's there? Nothing we care about. We won't buy that. All right. The Mary Douglas is done. So I'm kind of tempted just to send something non-militaristic through, but we should at least have a military first. And we will send them through. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun little mission. However, ooh, I've gone quite over time. I'm really keen to get this, to get to a point where the fleet will come out. Anyway, so yeah, kind of an uneventful, but you know, maybe after the stress of trying to design ships, it's a nice break. Hopefully, in the next episode, we will, hopefully, get the military ships out. I might just try to do some bigger chunks. Oh, and off camera, I will sort out naval organization. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next episode.